All right, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Harry Halik. I'm 17 years old. And I'm doing an interview today.
All right, how long have you been in the performing arts?
Um, I've been in the performing arts for about 2 years now. Done 8 shows.
2 years?
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
In your experience in the performing arts, what are some stigmas or stereotypes you have seen?
Well, a lot of people assume that I'm gay because I'm in theater, when that's really not the case. That's
Okay.
like the biggest one, the main one.
Are there any others, like smaller ones?
Probably. That's just the
Can you-
most. That's just the most prominent one that I've personally encountered.
Okay. How have these stereotypes affected you and your willingness to continue pursuing the performing arts?
After my sophomore year, I considered not doing it anymore because I got tired of people calling me, like the F slur. I got tired of being grouped in like that, and I considered quitting, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep doing this. So yeah.
Can you elaborate on the stereotype of people assuming you're gay and calling you the F slur? Can you elaborate on that?
In what way?
Like, how is that actually affected your mental state, your willingness to go on stage, stuff like that?
Well, mentally, I've been facing allegations of me being gay since I was in 7th grade. So when I got into theater, and then more people that I didn't even know started calling me names and stuff like that, it really got on me. But as soon as I got on that stage, it was like, dang, it does not matter because I'm having fun right now. So I I didn't think about it as much, but it hurts to be called those names and stuff. It puts a lot of weight on you after a while. But as soon as you get on that stage and you get that little rush before the show, that little anticipation of going on stage, it cures it all.
All right. What has been the reason you ignore or push through these stereotypes? Is it just because being on stage is fun, or is it because you want to pursue this as a career? What do you think is the reason you push through it?
The performing arts is my passion, so I'd want nothing to get in the way of what I love to do. So I guess it in comparison to the two, it doesn't matter that much to me if I'm really doing what I love.
Okay. Have you seen these same stereotypes affect other people? Has it affected them for the better, where they find it within themselves to push through like you have? Or have you seen other people go through the same situations where they get called the F slur, they get accused of being gay, and they go through the same stereotypes, but they end up taking it a bad way and quit the performing arts? Have you seen that happen before?
I have seen that happen before.
And what examples, what instances have you seen those things happen?
Last year, there was somebody who joined theater, and after maybe the first day, somebody was calling them names, and they dropped the class immediately.
Have you ever considered doing that? Since we joined sophomore year together.
Yeah.
I know immediately we felt those same stereotypes. Did you consider it then, or did you only consider it after a little bit?
I only considered it after a little bit because at first I was like, whatever. I don't really care right now because it was such a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like.
But then it gets to a point where
it gets to a point where it's like, is this gonna keep happening? Can I keep taking this?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to go through. Do you have a message for the awareness around these stereotypes for other people or other men trying to join the performing arts?
Just.
Is Angie?
Yeah, she's over there in Mr. Wilson's room. Yeah, just ignore it all. If you really other room. If you really like being in theater, being on stage, getting on stage should really show you where your priorities lie.
Mm.
Being liked by people or loving what you do.
Mm. And what about those who they get on stage and they feel the same rush, but they still have the same like mental struggle about being called these names and being assumed that they're this and they're that? What about those people who still can't get through it no matter how much they love the performing arts now? Is there a message you can give to them that gives them a little bit of like courage or
I'd say there's always going to be people that are making fun of you or being rude to you, and honestly, they are all so little. They don't matter, because what you're doing is bettering yourself while they're trying to put you down for their own personal gain, like they're parasites. You know,
yeah.
like they don't matter. Just brush it off and keep going.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Harrison.
Yeah, I got you.